Attention, attention. Are you tired of expensive, low-quality web service providers? And are you looking for stunning, amazing, high-quality websites and want your website rank on first page of Google? तो आपकी तलाश खत्म होती है यहाँ. Please contact People Inc. on 510-449-9049, 510-449-9049, or visit them at www.beerbulls.com. Beerbulls Inc. offers award-winning custom-built websites, web and mobile application development, and internet marketing services. So contact कीजिए Beerbull Inc. को 510-449-9049. आपको satisfy करना और hard work करना यही Beerbull Inc. का मकसद है.
The new novel, The Immigration Lawyer Asylum, has something for everyone: drama and romance. The story is inspired by a true story about a man from Iraq who is a suspected terrorist and wrongfully held by the U.S. immigration. The story is centered on the immigration lawyer, Sarah, who handles the case and describes the entire immigration process to obtain his freedom. The story goes in great depth on filing immigration petitions. If you're a reader who wants to curl up with a book about immigration matters and human rights, visit Amazon.com to buy. Visit www.splgpc.com. Call 510-742-5887.
You came over to provide for your family, to give your kids a bright future. However, an immigrant faces certain parallels while trying to achieve the American dream. The Shah Law Group PC is here to be a friend on your side. Whether you're dealing with an H-1B visa or trying to become a citizen, no matter the issue, the Shah Law Group PC can help. Their diverse, multilingual staff offer a systematic, responsive, team-oriented approach to give you the best effective and exceptional quality service you deserve in your time of need. The Shah Law Group PC has not only made a name for excellence and dedication, but is also renowned for its compassion and social work, including pro bono workshops, awareness campaigns, human and civil rights advocacy. Please call 510-742-5887 to set up an appointment for a consultation. Don't wait. The members of the Shah Law Group PC are ready to work for you. That's 510-742-5887. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship has been established. The law firm does not guarantee success.
If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Check out the Shah Law Show every Monday at noon and every Thursday at 10 a.m., where Shah will discuss various immigration topics, provide news on immigration, and take your phone calls live. Only on Daisy 1170 a.m.
If you would like to find out how you can get out of your debts without having to file for bankruptcy, call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, sastika, namaskar to all the listeners. Happy Monday, happy Memorial Day, and it's a happy day today because we have some great news for the H4. First of all, the H4 EAD is coming out tomorrow in full force, and I just got the news a few minutes ago that the lawsuit that was filed by Safe Jobs USA, the preliminary injunction, has been denied, which is great news. Finally, we know now the lawsuit is not a hurdle. So for those who want to apply, you have time because this is not like H-1B. You can apply all over the years, and I am very happy with this and very lucky. And it's an amazing news for everybody, for all of you. For those who are on H4, this is a great decision from the district court in D.C., and I'm very proud to say that the judge saw through that this was not an issue that the court should take, whether it affects jobs, fewer or less jobs. This is like I said before, this is a capitalist economy, and ultimately this is a great news. I am ecstatic. I'm very happy for all the people on H4, and if you need help on your H4, 510-742-5887. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening today. This is the Shah Peerally Law Show. Today I have with me Liz, who has agreed today to help me on the show, even though today it's a holiday. Our office is not open, but of course we're still working on some of the cases. The H4 EAD is out, by the way. And for those who want to apply, you can check on our website. We have a special website for it, by the way, the H42 EAD, h42ead.com, h42ead.com. And for those who have any questions, feel free to call us at 510-742-5887 at the office. And also, if you have any kind of issues on immigration today you want to call the radio. The studio line is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565, and we will be more than honored to answer your questions. And for those who don't know what we are talking about today, we are talking about the H4 work permit, But of course, we will be taking any kind of cases when it comes to the H4, H1, adjustment of status, immigration. You name it, please call the studio line. The number today to call, 408-912-5565. And also for if you have any questions on debt settlement, you want to check with us, give us a call at the office. We'll be more than glad to answer your questions. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to talk about the H4. Of course, the H4 is a big thing that is happening. And like I was mentioning, if you go back in history a little bit, this was a long fight by a lot of people who have been fighting almost 6 years on this, and I joined them 5 years ago to fight this, to make this law happen. And I'm very proud to say this is probably the culmination of my career, one-time deal that we have been able to change a law which is almost now 60 years old, and to make it good for people. And another good news that is happening, the same kind of thing, I know a lot of callers were calling, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, about the I-140 EAD, and I was categorical, there was nothing there, but then suddenly that secret memo that was going around popped up, and they put it also on the register, just like the H4, but it's not law yet. It has to go through its course. So we are thinking in 6 months to 1 year, hopefully the I-140s also will have an EAD. This is an amazing victory for people, especially if you're from India, suffering a lot on this. It was a horrible feeling, and I know a lot of people, they have gone to hell with this, and I mean, really, it's an amazing victory, and I wanted to thank everybody for supporting us. We had this petition going. If you go back on the H4 EAD, you will hear a little bit the pathway which has brought us to here. And I wanted to say here something very, very important. A lot of people want to say that it was not lobbying by normal lobby like people think. We lobbied for it, but we didn't use any money, and we didn't go really to Congress. It was done purely, basically influencing and encouraging DHS to support us, Department of Homeland Security, which I have to be thankful for. Very rarely I say that, but I have to say it when that's the truth. And I want to say that the truth is, you see now the culmination of this, and we can help you for those who really wants help on their H4 EAD. We can help you, and we have been taking cases, and we hope now because this lawsuit has not gone through really, that means it's great news for people and for good people to understand what has really happened. So the truth today, ladies and gentlemen, for those who wants to know more about immigration, about what has happened, you can go online on our website. I'm sorry, I'm really happy today with this, that this has not gone through. And I mean, that lawsuit has not gone through. That means it's good news. Tomorrow, as from tomorrow, you will be able to apply for your H4 EAD. And there are instructions that came out. And in the last minute, the USCIS also issued the new I-765 form. Just to let you know, there is a new I-765 form that needs to be used for that. So use that form, because if you send the old form, that's why we were telling people not to be hurrying too much, because hurrying might be causing a lot of problems. And that could really hamper your case now, because the case will be stuck there. And if it reaches there before 26, it's bad. So the best is to apply on the 26th and after, since there's no limitation on the dates and how many cases are going to be accepted. You can keep applying, and seems like now the hurdle of the lawsuit is gone. We are clear to go. So for those on, I say Mubarak, and congratulations to all the people who really fought for this, especially Rashi and her group H4 because they have really worked hard to make this happen. And all the credit goes to them and goes to the people who have signed the petition with us. And of course, I'm proud to say I have to take some credit on this, because I fought a lot for it, and you know this by listening to all the shows and just going back. And I wanted to say thank you to all those who have supported us. And now the next fight is, of course, to get the I-140 EAD, but the best fight is to go to basically get what we call the full green card for people. And a lot of people are calling me about this. When is the green card coming? What the timing? I don't know the timing, but I'm thinking by the end of this year, the EB2 will be current to 2010. So, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to call now if you have any questions. The number to the studio is 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. And also, there's no, you can call on anything today. I know today's off day. Most people are traveling, and I wanted to pass the good news. So hopefully you will have a situation where people will know now there's no lawsuit. So this opens the door for people to file for their EAD. I just got the news as I was starting the show, and also basically that means now it's good. It opens the door for people to file for their H4 EAD, and you can file concurrently, by the way, for those who are F1, F2, B1 who wants to shift to the H4. They just have to apply it concurrently. Now the question is that can they apply on their own? Of course, anybody can apply on their own. The problem is with immigration law, the way it is set up, and the intricacies of it, it's always good to have the help of a lawyer to do it. I mean a lawyer, not a non-lawyer. So our law firm, we can help you. Where we have a nominal fee, but the truth is that this is an amazing news. You don't want to miss on that. People have waited for years and years, and this is the time to enjoy that fight, basically now the victory of it. So I will encourage you to call and to basically go ahead and file as from tomorrow. Let me take one caller. This is Shapra. You're live in here.
Hi,
Hello?
Shahji. My name is Chitansu, and I had a question.
Yes. Yes, sir. I'm listening.
Yeah. So my question is,
Yeah.
I am qualified to apply for my spouse on the H4 EAD. The thing is, so he doesn't have a social security number, so should we apply for that first, or how does that work? Or once
Social Security, you won't get the Social Security until you get the EAD. So the first step you do, you need to file for your EAD, get the EAD, which will take around 90 days to 100 days to get. Once you get it, you apply for your Social Security. Then she can do a lot of things. Like I was mentioning, the H4 is not limited like the H1. You can open your own business. You can work in any field that you want. You cannot work too if you don't want to. It's not like an OPT where if you don't work for 90 days, they take it away from you. But the only few conditions that they have put, while it is pending, you're filing the EAD, don't leave the country because it will create confusion for them. And two, make sure that you're filing it properly so that it doesn't get delayed. And apart from that, no, as soon as you get that, then you can apply for a Social Security number.
Got it. And also, on the leaving the country, I actually, we are planning to visit India in 3 months' time exactly, like end of August. So what should I do now?
Well, the best way is to come back and then apply.
Okay.
So don't apply now because you're just going to waste your money. They might deny it. And since the good thing with the H4 EAD, like I was mentioning, is not going to be affecting any. I'm sorry, excuse me. I am so happy about this law. And you don't have to apply right away. You can take your sweet time, but don't take too long because longer you take, that means longer to get the. Longer it is going to take to get the what we call the EAD. So no, you don't have to file right now. My advice is to file it when you come back from India.
Okay, yeah, that answered my question. Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Let me see if I have another caller. This is Shapra. You're live on air. Okay, I don't think I have other caller, and I know a lot of people are traveling today, so I enjoy your Memorial Day. This is a great day. This is a great day for a lot of people, a lot of good people who have been struggling. And if you go back if you go on one of my blogs, it's called immigrationlegalblog.com. You just read what we call the H4 pain. A lot of people has written about how hard it was to be in that H4 situation, and that's one of the reasons that prompted us to help and prompted me to help. And with Rashi and Bhatnagar, who really fought for this law, I wanted to congratulate her. She pretty much took really a step which very few immigrants in this country have taken for a long time, especially in our community. She went door to door, and that was a grassroots movement. What I mean grassroots movement, they didn't have any money, any resources to do this. And for those who are claiming that they took money and make this happen, I know the truth, and we have it on the record. The truth is that this was done by her group and by people on H4 themselves. It was not done by anybody special, like any group who took money for lobbying and things like that. And I wanted to give you a warning here, please. There are many people out there who tend to want to take money to basically get help supposedly for the immigration. Please make sure that you just don't give your money for lobbying like that, because the way things are going right now, lobbying the Congress, unfortunately, is not bringing a lot of fruits. And that's unfortunate, and that's what's happening. It might work, but it's not the lobbying. You have to lobby directly the President Obama, and that doesn't require any lobby group. The way it's done, like we did for the H4, it is done to petitions online, media really recognition, because the media recognition, and I wanted to thank organization who really help us on this, like CNN, Sarah O'Connor from CNN Money. I wanted to say special thanks for her to really push it. From NPR, they have also covered the story very, very closely, and a lot of other organizations which has really taken this seriously, who are just not taking it as a joke, while a lot of people were. But the truth is that we have to give credit to them too. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who now are eligible for the H4 EAD, please feel free to file. And tomorrow, not today, tomorrow you can reach there tomorrow or after, so there's no rush. What I'm thinking is probably they're going to pull all those cases in one room and start sorting them out. So keep applying, and as soon as you get your I-140 or you're covered under AC-21, feel free to apply. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shah for the Shah Law Show today. And I know today, usually when we have long weekends like that, there are not a lot of people listening because they're probably traveling. But feel free, for those who are listening, to call us 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. The great news today is what we call the H4 EAD. It's finally the lawsuit that was it's coming tomorrow, and the lawsuit has been denied, which is great news. So DHS won. It's very rare that I'm very happy when Department of Homeland Security wins, but on this one, got to give it to them. Congratulations to them for winning this lawsuit today. So this is great news. That means there's no more hurdle to move forward on the H4 EAD. And if you want more information on the H4 work permit or EAD, go on this website, h4toead.com, h4toead.com, and you will get as much information as possible. Now let us talk a little bit about other things on immigration. There are many things happening. So I'm going to ask Liz to give me a 2 minutes break, and we were going to move. Oh, we have two callers. Let me take the callers, and then I'll do that. This is Shah. You're live on air.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Shah. This is Raj. I have a question for you. Two questions. One is, what is the eligible criteria to apply for H4 EAD? Second is, I have my approved I-140, and after that I have changed my employer. So based on the old I-140, can I apply for EAD for my spouse?
Okay. Beautiful two questions. Actually, you are making it easy for me. So the two questions: one, who can apply? I cover this extensively on this website, H4EAD, but I'm going to cover it. Anybody who has an I-140 petition approved. So that means the I-140 petition doesn't even have to be approved with the same company where you're working for. I repeat that. So if you have company B, Company A who file I-140, you're working for Company B. As long as they didn't revoke your I-140, you're good to file what we call your H4 EAD if your spouse is on H4 or if you're going to bring her on H4. So that's answered the first part. Then the second category of people who will be able to apply are those people who have an extension in the AC-21. For example, some people, their I-140 has not been approved yet, but they have a pending 365 days of labor, and they got an extension beyond 6 years. It has to be an extension beyond 6 years for those people. It's not like the I-140. The I-140, they can be on their first year of H-1B. They have an I-140. Their H-4 spouse can apply for EAD. But for those who don't have an I-140 approved, who have a pending or for whatever reason, for audit or something, but they are reaching 6 years and above, and they file for an extension, those people are also going to be eligible to file for the H4 EAD. Does that answer your question?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And more details on those, very detail-wise, we have it on some YouTube also, and you can check on this website, h42ead.com, h42ead.com. Okay. Let me take another caller. This is Shah. You are live on air.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, sir. I am good. How are you?
I'm doing well, Sam. What can I do for you?
Yeah. Thing is, recently, like 2-3 days back, there is a news about I-140 EAD, about some proposal. So how much time does it take, and what would be the steps? Can you just elaborate?
Okay. This is... Yeah, hi, so how are you? Well, you asked me the same question, and this is a great news. I think last week a caller called, and I asked them, I didn't see anything. So I did some research just after the call. Then I realized before they even put that, they had a memo that was going around, and it clearly said that they will allow it. But now we know for a fact, yes, it is being proposed. Just like the H4 EAD is going to the executive situation. And I wrote also about this on my blog, H4 to EAD, and it's being proposed. So the proposed stage usually goes to the proposed stage and review stage, and it goes, you know the drill. And we are expecting within 6 months to 1 year it will come. Unless there are a lot of fight on the public comments, within 6 months to 1 year we should hopefully have the EAD for the I-142. Let us cross our fingers. Now we're going to fight for this one too. Okay?
Okay, sure. And there are some other guys commenting saying that for H4 EAD it took 4 years, and how about this? It may be like same or...
I'll tell you why the H4 EAD took 4 years. First of all, the H4 EAD was completely dead when it was proposed. It was proposed, I think, in beginning of 2010, right? This was completely removed at one point. They didn't want to give it. And then what happened when we started this fight back in 2011, we couldn't really get something to craft at that point. So what we did, we took that same law and we started pounding basically the Obama administration and the DHS to revive it. That's why it took so long. This one is not, nobody has to pound anything. They came up with it themselves, and Obama announced it in 2014. So actually, we have to be thankful to the H4 EAD because they are the one who brought this to the light. And then in one time, Obama kind of one stone hit two birds, and he proposed both of them. So I don't think this one will take that long, because if you look at DACA and DAPA and some other laws, prosecutorial discretion, they all went to kind of the same process. They took shorter time, around 1 year, 1.5 years. But some people who are very optimistic, and I believe them, are saying 6 months to 1 year. So I'll go with 1 year, okay? And we will fight for it. This time we know how to fight for it. We will fight for it. We're not going to let it just go like that, because this time it came from the mouth of President Obama, and his mandate is going to end probably next year. So it's probably going to happen before that.
Yeah. Thanks for that, and let us see.
No, well, hopefully it will come. What we'll do is that now we know the H4 EAD is out. I am also going to kind of push it for the way we did for the H4. Now we know the tricks of the trade, so we'll use the same tools. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for all your service.
Well, keep supporting us, and we have a petition actually online, which we started almost 3 months ago, which is kind of pushing for similar things. So please sign it. It's on my blog, Immigration Legal Blog. It's called Reduce Time for EB2 Categories. And the ultimate goal is to get green card for everybody. Okay? All right?
Yeah, sure. I will forward to some friends too, okay? I already
Thank
did.
you, sir.
Okay?
Thank you so much, and share it to your friends. Let me take another caller. This is Shah. You're live on air.
Hi, this is Veera. Thanks for taking my call.
Hi, Veera. How are you?
I have two quick questions, actually. Before asking that, first of all, I really appreciate you for taking the initiative as well as supporting the initiative for the H4 EAD. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, actually, we should really appreciate you guys, because you guys are doing really great job. So we are doing the minimal support from our end, but you guys are really great. So
but if you guys are not there, we can't do nothing, because it's always we have to help a group, and if there's no group, then there's nobody to help. So the blessing is on both sides. Okay, so I want to thank you guys too for being there for us.
Very good, very good. So the first question I have is, so what is the reason behind, we are planning to go to India for a vacation for 6 to 8 weeks. So can we apply now, or what is the reason for not applying now, or to apply when it's back? That is number one. And the number two question I have is, my wife, when I was on L1, she got the EAD. So in one of the I-765 form, it is asking for the last time you have applied for EAD, all that. That was around 12 years back. Do I really need to mention that when we applied for the last time? So these are the two questions.
Yes. Okay, let me answer one by one. First of all, thank you very much for your kind words. Second, the thing is just the reason they put that is just it's not a low reason. It's just a matter. Well, there is part low reason. It's just a matter because this is new. The system might not be able to adapt to it, right? They have never really kind of set up. It just like you guys, most people are software engineers, they will understand me probably. When you have a software coming out or an app coming out, there is a testing period kind of, right? Even when you release it, there are glitches. So what they're worried about, if someone leaves, for example, whenever you leave the country, your status changes. You're out of that status that they give you for that time. So what happens when they are matching those names with the status to issue the EAD, which is done to a production unit, they don't see that status there. What happens, they cannot issue the EAD. That's the reason they are not letting people travel in between. It's more a procedural problem than anything. So in this case, because I know people have sacrificed for so many years, I'll just ask them to sacrifice a little bit before once you get the EAD, then you can travel, right? But after that, before that, don't, or travel before and then come back and file for the EAD.
Got it.
Okay, so
yes.
That's the first question. And your second question you were asking, did I answer both? I didn't pay attention. What was the second question?
The second question is, in I-765 form, it is asking for last time the EAD has been applied and the USCIS location. My wife got EAD like almost 12 to 13 years back. I was on L1. So do I really need to mention that? Because I don't have that information. I lost that.
Oh, yeah, you have to mention it, unfortunately. They are putting that because a violation of a previous EAD can cause a denial of this one. So you might want to do one thing. If you're planning to travel, I will request that you go do a FOIA request, a Freedom of Information. You file the form. I think the form is 698, G698 if I'm not mistaken, or 693, something like that. Get your whole file, then you file, or try to figure out if any of your previous employer has a copy they can give you before you file. The reason if you don't put the exact information there, not only the case will be delayed, it can ultimately be denied, thinking that you're trying to hide something from them. So don't take that chance. You need to get that information, okay? Good luck to you. Let me take a couple of more callers, but thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate it. And check our website, H4 2EAD. A lot of your questions are answered there. Okay? So let me take another caller. This is Shah, Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi. I have a quick question. First of all, I want to thank you for your good effort on this whole thing. Really appreciate all the information.
Thank you very much, sir. How are you?
So I have a question regarding when applying for H4 and H4 EAD at the same time. In your opinion, what is the total processing timing if we do apply it both at the same time? The reason I'm asking is we want to arrange some travel and also want to start. My wife wants to know when can she start actually looking for a job and get interviews and stuff like that. So we want to plan around that as well.
Okay, so first of all, and I might be wrong on this, okay? So from what I am calculating the processing time, and I covered this on an article also last week on the H4 2EAD, I'm thinking it's going to take around 90 days to 100 days. For those who are changing status to H4, it's going to take around 120 days. For those who are regular already on H4, it's going to take 90 days to 95 days because there's a rule on EAD which says basically within 90 days, if they don't give you, they have to give you an interim, provided they don't issue an RFE. So based on that, I will say that we pretty much thinking around 90 days to 100 days. But I might be wrong because like I was mentioning earlier, this is a new law. It will have a lot of glitch in it, so we are hoping that this is going to be the timing. Okay?
So the way it works is that they process the H4 application first and then move on to EAD application afterwards? Or how does it work in that case?
You want to travel first and then apply. That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm saying is in the application, when the USCIS handles the application, does it handle the H4 change of status first and then move on to H4 EAD application? Or how
No. It doesn't work this way because this is concurrent filing. That means two departments both are going to be handling, not two departments, two units. One will be handling the EAD, one will be handling the change of status, and then they will merge it. That's why they allow concurrent filing. The only difference is that the H4 has to be approved from this unit, then they will, because when they're doing the EAD, there's a lot of background that they need to do, right? So that will be handled by a different unit, and then they will merge it at one point. This is what I understood. That's why they're allowing concurrent filing. Otherwise, they will not allow concurrent filing. They will say, first get your H4, then send it to us. But no, it's a concurrent filing. It will go simultaneously. A bit like for people who are allowed to file I-140 and I-45 at the same time.
Okay, got it. So we are looking at roughly around 120 days, right, I guess, roughly.
Yeah, roughly around 120 days. Start looking for your jobs, enjoy, we can discuss in more detail. Should you already start opening the business? Because a lot of my clients are calling, they want to do business, which I encourage them very much. We want to show them that the H4 can really create jobs in this country. So for those who wants to do that, then you can start kind of preparing things. You can even start applying. There's nothing wrong. And you tell them that it's coming and show them the receipt. Once you get the receipt, you can start applying for the jobs. But, of course, if you think your case is weak, you have problems, and you're not sure, that's why it's good to talk to an attorney, then don't apply right now. Wait for the EAD. But, no, there's nothing that prevents you from starting prospecting for jobs, etc. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Shah. You're live on air.
Happy Memorial Day, Mr. Shah.
How are you? Happy Memorial Day. How are you?
I'm good. So I have a question. My H1 petition is valid until next year, March, and my current company has applied for amendment due to a role change in my current project. So in the meantime, I got a new offer from company B, and they would like to file the H1 transfer. Is there any problem here?
So you have you file for an extension, that's what you say, with company A, and the extension has an RFE?
No. The company A has applied for a H1 amendment. This is due to a role change.
Mm-hmm. So if there's a role change, you need to do an amendment. And I'm going to talk a little bit about amendment in a few. I didn't have time, but there is a memo that came out for job location change. If you're changing job location, I will highly recommend that you file an amendment. But if you're changing role also, yes, do file an amendment to be on the safe side.
So that has been filed by my current company, but in the meantime, I got another offer, and they would like to transfer my H1. So is there any issue here? Because I have a valid H1 until next year, March.
No, there's no issue. You can transfer, but you might have the same issue on the RFE, but you can always transfer.
All right. Thanks. That's all.
You're welcome. So let me take another caller. This is Shah. You're live on air.
Hey.
We will be taking one last one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I have a question, Mr. Shah.
Yes, sir.
I'm currently I'm finishing around 3 years on my H1, and I'm very much eager to start with the green card processing. So what would be the right time when it should start so that I don't need to go back those condition-wise, what would be the very good time when I should be starting the process?
You mean start your green card process?
Yes.
You can start right away. You can even start before you move to the job. Let me tell you how the green card works. The green card works in a way that it's independent of your H-1B. You can be an F-1. Sometimes you can start it. It might affect your F-1, but you can start it. You can even start it before you even join the company. So I encourage people to start right away, as soon as possible, yesterday, if we put it in American style of language, because now with the H4 EAD coming out and possibly the I-140 EAD coming out, you don't want to miss on that chance. So go ahead and start it right away. I will even tell people to encourage them to tell the employer they will be joining as long as they agree to start their green card right away, because it takes around 1.5 years to get processed. So 1 year to 1.5 years, so why waste the time? And especially if you're coming close to 6 years, you better start right away.
Okay. So you said like it's a future employment. So is it possible someone with whom I'm not working, they can also start my process? Until what stage they can continue with let's say employer B with whom I'm not working, so he can start the process. So till what time he can continue with the process, and when I should join him? So what time will be that?
Well, yeah, this is another question. You can apply what we call for future employment with company B, but there are some caveat to that. One of the caveat, what we call caveat, means basically the disadvantage is that you have ability to pay issue. Ability to pay issue is the biggest problem that we have in those cases, and there is nothing really that can stop that from you filing, except that ability to pay issue. And joining them, I recommend as soon as your dates are getting current, go ahead and join them. Okay. Okay. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. For those who wants to call us more for more information, either on H4 EAD or on anything immigration, ladies and gentlemen, you can feel free to call us at the office, 510-7425-887, 510-7425-887. And ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to say thank you. Today is Memorial Day, and today we won't forget the situation, and we want to tell people that it is very important that you understand the dynamic of what is happening right now. So we want you to understand that now the H4 EAD hurdle of the lawsuit is gone. Then we should be able to move forward. And for those who have applied already, you should not be applying already. Hopefully, the new form of H4 EAD came out, and you can check on our website. We have a special website for it. It's called h42ead.com. So I wanted to kind of before I was going to close earlier today for the show, but I'm going to go ahead and continue a little bit, and I will tell Liz to keep the. I had a prayer that I put for because for us on this, and we will play it a little bit later. So I wanted to cover a little bit some other topics. So the thing is just like what we do, what we are talking about here is H4, of course, EAD. There was this lawsuit by Safe Jobs USA, but now it's knocked out. We are very happy it's knocked out, and we want you to understand that now we have a clear hand pretty much to go forward on the H4, and I'm very proud to be telling you this because this means a lot to me personally on a personal level, and this is where it is very very interesting. You have to understand that we are in a situation right now where there were a lot of forces basically saying this is happening, this for one reason something is happening, for other reasons other things are not happening. But the truth is we need to look at it from a perspective of a general issue. The H4 have been suffering for years, and as such they deserve a chance to get a work permit. So with the lawsuit removed now, denied by the court, that means it opens the door. As from tomorrow, all the H4 will be able to apply for their EAD. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about, the good news also we were mentioning today, is we have the issue of the EAD for I-140, which is another good news, which hopefully will come soon, but it will take some time, of course. And hopefully we will give you more details about it. We posted an article about it yesterday on the website itself, H42EAD, because they are very related. And we will talk about it in more details as we go. It is being proposed, and there is almost a 6 month to 1 year waiting time. Another thing that has happened also in immigration is there was a case called Samuel Solution. I mentioned that before, where an amendment needs to be done if you're moving location. I mean, an amendment of the H-1B. So make sure that you have this done And if your employer is not doing it, it can affect everything, your H-1B and ultimately the H-4 people. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost done with the show. I'll take one more last caller, and then we will be closing the show with debt settlement. But let me take one caller. But before that, I just wanted to let you know everything I tell you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. The number to our office, 510-742-5887. Let me take that one last caller. This is Shah. You are live on air.
Hello, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well.
This is Bantu.
Hey, Bantu G, how are you? You disappear. I don't hear from you anymore.
Oh,
how are you, my friend? How are you? Miss you a lot. Oh, busy. How's life?
Yeah, life is good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Very happy today. We got this great news for a lot of people now on immigration. And,
I hear that. Yeah, that's very good.
Good. Good to hear from you, sir. And I want to hear you more often. I don't get your call almost 1 year now.
I know. Okay, maybe I'll be there 15 minutes, okay?
Okay, but I'm not in the studio today.